Hey there everyone, this is Michael Dougal. I review supplements, and during this video, we're going to talk about black seed oil, which has been a very popular supplement for general health, weight loss, also boosting cognition, helping with anxiety and mood. And there's quite a few misunderstandings about this supplement. It's a supplement that I actually tried for an extended period. However, I did not see much results with. So I'm going to talk about whether or not this supplement may be useful for somebody like yourself. Fortunately, something I like about the supplement is that it is a naturally occurring product. It is not man-made, and that doesn't always mean that it's safe. And they've actually found minimal side effects. It's one of the supplements which, when you look at like the risk and you look at the reward, it looks like only upside. Just the question is it worth you adding another supplement to your supplement stack? Because I take a whole lot of supplements, and black seed oil is not something that I'm personally putting into my daily regimen. And if you're wondering, okay, what is black seed oil anyway? It's actually derived from a plant, and that plant's name is Nigella Sativa. And often when you look at this product, you may find the oil, but you may also find like the extracts or the tablets, and they're often going to be marketed with that specific name, Nigella Sativa. And although the supplement seems especially popular like right now or the past couple of years, there's actually documented use of this product within the past 2,000 years. And it's believed that throughout this time period, it's mostly used for general health, just like you would use a multivitamin, potentially help you avoid sickness and make sure that you're getting all your vitamins and minerals. And although the product is called black seed oil, the flower actually has a light color. It's blue, white, often yellow. And the actual benefit is found in a specific chemical compound called thymoquinone. So therefore, when you're looking at a black seed oil product or Nigella Sativa product, it specifically does specify the percentage of thymoquinone found in the product, because if not, you really don't know if the product you're using is going to give you any sort of benefit that what you may be looking for. However, most of the ways in which people use this product is actually ingesting the oil. Some people take it topically, some people take it in the supplement form like capsules, or they'll take the extract powders. So if you're going to ingest the oil, serving sizes of like 1 teaspoon to 3 teaspoons a day are pretty common, and that should be able to get you the benefit you want as far as making sure that you're getting enough of the good stuff, being the thymoquinone. And this is a great study that was done on the product. It's a review of the therapeutic potential of Nigella Sativa, a miracle herb, that's what they called it. And they went on to say that it had activities against a large variety of diseases and found it to be relatively safe. And I think ever since the pandemic, people are naturally more cautious about different bacteria or viruses going around. And that's apparently one great thing about this supplement, is that it can potentially help you with your oxygen uptake. And as shown in this study here, an updated knowledge of black seed, review of phytochemical constituents and pharmacological properties. And they went on to say that Nigella Sativa encourages modulation properties on memory mutilation. It also averts hippocampal pyramidal cell loss and increases memory consolidation, stored information, and decreases neuronal cell death of hippocampal CA1 region. And this could be one of the reasons why people often see this product as a cognition booster. Now, I don't necessarily see it as a cognition booster. I think there's a lot more effective supplements you can take for improving your memory, for example, like Bacopaminary. That's one of my favorite supplements I've talked about in this video over here. However, one study was somewhat interesting because they actually took young individuals and they split them into two groups. One group was taking 500 milligrams of Nigella Sativa per day. The other group was taking a placebo of 500 milligrams per day. And they looked at mood and they looked at anxiety, and they had found that there were actually benefits within the group that was taking black seed oil. However, when you dive deep into the actual benefits and to what extent they actually made a difference with the subjects, they found that some of the subjects had a really strong improvement with respect to anxiety, whereas some of the subjects had just a minimal improvement. So perhaps the more anxious some of the individuals were, the more they responded to Nigella Sativa. But I particularly like this study because it was done on young men, and they were aged between 14 to 17 years old. They were actually recruited as volunteers that were in boarding school. So we've looked at cognition, we've looked at some of the benefits with respect to general health and fighting disease, but is this really effective when it comes to body composition, like helping you lean out and lose fat or help you to build muscle? As per this study, it actually did show to be somewhat interesting, because what happened was in this study, they actually took a group of obese women and they separated them into two groups. One group was actually using Nigella Sativa every single day, whereas the other group was ingesting a placebo. However, both groups were on a reduced calorie diet, so they were both losing weight. So what happens when you reduce your calories? Of course, you lose weight. However, the individuals that were actually using Nigella Sativa saw better results with their weight loss and their waist circumference, which indicates that Nigella Sativa, maybe this could be the miracle supplement that individuals have been looking for to help them with their weight loss. And this was a somewhat practical study. There were 90 obese obese women. They were aged between 25 to 30 years old, and nothing was really like wrong with them. They weren't sick, so they were just slightly overweight. They used Nigella Sativa and they saw better results with their weight loss. And now one of the ways this could be happening is that Nigella Sativa has actually been seen as a great supplement to help stabilize blood sugar levels and help you with your insulin sensitivity. When you have high insulin sensitivity, you naturally are going to have more energy. When you have lower insulin sensitivity, that's when you can be pre-diabetic or diabetic. It means that you're ingesting food and you're not able to get the proper energy, and the food is not being transported to the mitochondria as expected. And there's ways you can increase your insulin sensitivity, such as exercise, such as lessening your carbohydrate intake. However, we also can't ignore the fact that genetics have a pretty strong role when it comes to diabetes and being insulin resistant. So Nigella Sativa should be looked at as a good alternative if you're somebody that is somewhat concerned about unstable blood sugar levels. And there are some interesting other benefits of using Nigella Sativa, somewhat similar to collagen in that it could potentially help with hair, it could help with skin health, it could also help with your nails. And some individuals actually see black seed oil as one of the most effective supplements for improving their energy levels and to help them be productive. As we can see in this anecdote here on Reddit, somebody had mentioned that black seed oil is unreal. Are there any negative side effects? Because they looked at this product almost like it was too good to be true, in that they did notice they had pretty strong effects from it, that it helped to get rid of their anxiety, it helped with calmness, it felt somewhat like L-theanine, but also did energize them at the same time. And if you're wondering how to get started on this supplement, if you have the oil, then I would be taking half a teaspoon per day. If you have the extract, I would be taking 200 to 300 milligrams once per day. See how you tolerate it, and then you can increase your dosage there afterwards. What seems to be the common dosage where the participants of studies has seen the best benefits from, we're using 2 to 3 grams per day, though that's not the extract, so you want to make sure that you're properly looking at the product that you're having, and if it's an extract, if it's the normal powder. So 2 to 3 grams, they saw the best benefit, but if you're going to go ahead with the extract, I would assume that would be between like 500 milligrams to 800 milligrams of the extract form. However, do note that the individuals also took the supplement every single day for 8 to 12 weeks. And if you're going to go ahead and use the oil, 2 teaspoons seems somewhat common to use, though if you feel somewhat energized or somewhat stimulated from it, of course, you would want to avoid using it before bed. Some individuals feel that way. It's also a supplement where I don't think you have to be too strict about cycling off of it. I would go ahead and incorporate a practice of taking 2 months on, followed by 2 weeks off, and repeating it that way. And I also wouldn't be too concerned about any potential interactions with like using the supplement and using something else along with it. With respect to side effects, fortunately, they are minimal. Some individuals had noticed like slight bloating after using Nigella Sativa every single day. And there was one individual that actually had like a really bad reaction in their kidney. They ended up in the ER. However, most of the studies actually suggest that black seed oil can be beneficial for your kidney health. What are your thoughts on this supplement, and do you personally use it? I'd love to know in the comment section below. Do subscribe, drop a like if you did find the video valuable, and if you want to chat with me one-on-one, you can message me on Patreon, and be sure to visit our Discord server. We have a 24/7 chat room. We're answering questions in a time-sensitive fashion. I thank you for your interest in supplements, and I look forward to seeing you next time.